your
We will take questions for Jordan Beck.
Jordan, did your eyes light up a little bit when you saw how kind of center cut that pitch was with the bases loaded? It looked like you were ready to jump all over that one.
Yeah, I was just glad I got a pitch to do some damage with, and I'm just happy it worked out how it did. It was good for the team and good energy all throughout the rest of the game.
Tony said some of the fans were kind of saying stuff to you when you were on deck. What was some of the stuff, like just Mike Concho or anything else?
Yeah, to be honest, I hear stuff randomly throughout the game, and usually I only pick up like one voice. And I actually had some my old coaches back home, and I heard he always used to tell me just drive the ball, and I don't know why I just picked up his voice and heard that, so that's what came to mind.
Is it cool to hit that home? You mean he was here tonight, or you just thought about that?
No, he was here tonight.
What's it like to hit one like that in front of a high school coach like that?
He was my travel coach. He wasn't my high school coach, but it was good. Two of my best friends back home that I played high school baseball with, and it was just cool to see them and see their parents as well.
Jordan, what have you learned about this team the past 2 days as you guys kind of fell behind early and rallied back and had the big hits when you needed them?
Just resilient. I mean, we're a super talented team, as you can see, and we got some young guys that just don't fear people, and I think that it's a good recipe with our old guys, and our pitching staff's amazing. So I have no doubt when they get a couple runs that we can come back, and it's just a fun team to be a part of.
Jordan, in that moment when y'all are down and kind of need a big hit there, how hard is it to kind of stay relaxed in that moment, and how much different is that than maybe how you would have felt as a freshman or anything like that?
Yeah, the first thing is you got to slow that moment down. Yesterday I kind of it wasn't as big of a moment, but they kind of spun me a bunch of breaking balls in that at bat before. So I was kind of expecting that the first pitch, and they threw it, and I thought it was a ball. But this whole game they kind of were setting up for fastballs in, and I was just prepared for it. But like you said, like my freshman year, I probably wouldn't have went back to a fastball. I'd have just stayed breaker and maybe took that pitch. So it's just simple adjustments along the way as I go, and just learning as I go too.
Did you all have to make any adjustments as an offense the last 2 nights to kind of get going later in the game, or was it just kind of sticking to the plan and letting the breaks come your way?
Yeah, I think sticking to the plan. I don't think we really changed much. I still feel like our offense, it clicks when it needs to click, and that's just kind of how it goes. I don't think we're having bad swings at all at the beginning of the game. I think it's just taking us – their pitchers are good. I mean, it takes us a minute to get going, and hopefully we'll get it started earlier tomorrow.
Which Luke's celebration was better, the bat inspection or the touch of home plate tonight?
You know, I like the touch of home plate, but that's not a planned thing. I heard V talk about it a second ago. You just got to know Luke. That's just super funny for him, and he couldn't slide on the way home because the catcher was in the way. So it just made it funny that he went around and he just poked it with his finger. So that was a good laugh for sure.
Jordan, I know that SEC baseball's been played a long time, and y'all just tied the record for most number of wins to start SEC play in a row. Does that mean anything to you?
To be honest, that's kind of what V preaches. It's just kind of next game, and we'll treat every day like it's a new one, and no game's bigger than the next, and we'll just keep rolling, see what happens.
Tony said that he's kind of adopted your guys' mindset this season. What is it like to see him kind of gravitate toward what you're thinking versus, vice versa?
I think that he can say what he wants to, but I think that that's kind of the culture that he's put into this place, and that's just what he brings to the ballpark every day. Lets us play how we want to, and when we're playing good, obviously it makes his job a little bit easier, and I think that's pretty much what he's getting at.
You have a different walk-up song each day of the weekend. Any crazy story behind any of the walk-up songs you go with?
No, I think I said this maybe before. I think I just like to do be a different person each day, and I don't know. You can kind of one day you can have a bad game, and then I flip the script, and I don't have to hear the same song if I have a bad game. So I just kind of like doing that.
Any reason why the Circle of Life one, or you just like the movie?
No, I actually like the walk-up song. It's got a good beat to it, and when I come up to the plate, and it seems like the fans like it too, so it's good.